I don't like Tuesdays. Tell me why I don't like Tuesdays. Why don't I like Tuesdays? Because bloody Christian never turns up, does he? And here I am waiting patiently, all dressed and groomed for the video, and no sign of him. But I wasn't that far out. I finally made it into zone 2. That's practically a win for me lately. Now, our average was pretty close. It was closer than I was. It was, if you look at where the winning cross is, our average was further to the right, not as far as me, and up slightly. So it was either zone 1, possibly the edge of zone 1, or it might have crept into zone 2, but I'm tempted to think it was zone 1 because it was pretty close to that. So I think the average was a good one. But from what you guys said, a lot of the other BOTB videos that people make all had their average all in roughly the same area, so it was a pretty safe sign. So I had half my money back, 75 pence. That'll go towards this week, which is just as well because I'm going to spend more money this week everywhere, on Aspire, on Revcomps, you name it. I'm spending money. Going for it, I am. Let's have a look at the judges and see how they got to this conclusion. So there's the judges' crosses. Then we've got a cluster of about 7. It's not particularly a tight cluster. They are quite random, but then so are ours. As you can see, there's a bit of a silly one up on the left-hand side there. There was always going to be a silly one, but no doubt that'll be taken out. But yeah, I'm not sure what else you would take out from there, because that bottom one there, right in the middle of his eyesight, that's very much where my cross was last week, the first cross I put on there. If you remember, I put 3 in a row, vertical. That was the bottom one. That was the one I kept in and left in until we'd actually got the average on a weekend. So that one, I knew somebody would go there because it sort of made sense. I think all the others possibly could make sense. You know, we were all sort of scattered around like this. I'm surprised there's not any further up and to the left, apart from the nutty one. But they're going to take that one out, aren't they? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what they did. Yes, they did. They took the silly one out and they just left the 7 in. Whose was it this week? Joe Thompson. Well, I was going to say he's got a beard and can't be trusted, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the judges have got a beard. Most of them are men. Right, so yeah, so I think the average sort of makes sense. It's where we thought it would be roughly. It was only, I think we were 30 pixels out on the X and something like 60 pixels out on the Y, something like that. It wasn't, we weren't that far out, so as long as we went anywhere around there, we were in with a chance. So I would imagine if you went near the average, a few of you would have had closest car or even runner-up prize this week. Alright, let's have a look at this week's picture, because I've only just had a look at it and I've just lobbed across in there randomly. I'm rushing through this video because I seem to be temporarily in a break between coughing. I coughed for about 3 hours last night, kept me awake until I practically fell asleep through exhaustion. And I've coughed all day today. But I just had some lemon and ginger tea with a big dollop of honey in it. And that honey all sunk to the bottom. So I had a mouthful of honey at the bottom. That seems to have slowed it down for a bit. So I'm rushing through the video before I start another bloody coughing fit. So why have I gone where I've gone with that one cross? Well, let's draw some lines. So I wasn't sure, Robbie Williams at the back there, I wasn't sure where he was going, so I wanted to draw one from this fella on the left first. I'm sure he was in Coronation Street years ago. He was a builder or something, and then his wife killed him. I may be making that up. So if I draw a line from him, because he doesn't look as though he's looking up, his head is back, but I think if anything, he's looking slightly further down than his I've just drawn a cross in here now by mistake. Dickhead. Right, hang on, let me get some lines here. Right, so I've gone in that direction because he looks as though he's got his head back. His arms are forward as though the ball is coming towards him and he's about to nut it. So the second question then was, right, where's Robbie Williams looking? So if I go from his eyes up in that direction, I think he was sort of intersecting to me about that area there, which is why I put that one cross there. So personally, I don't think he's looking that far to his left, our right. I think it would be further to our left, nearer his head. I just don't think the judges will go that much closer to his head, and his head is turned at quite an angle to his left. So yeah, maybe it's fine where it is. So that's what I am at the moment. What's that coordinate? 24581231. So that'll be the first one that I leave in the comments. So leave us a comment then, guys, for this week, and then Saturday I'll make another one. We can see where the average is and hope it was in the right area like it was this week. And let me know how you got on, because I'm sure that quite a few of you must have done pretty well this week. So that's that. Let's have a look at Revcomps quickly while my cough holds out. I did have just one on the Urus, and that's all I had was one on the Urus just to be in it. Didn't really fancy anything else. But then I was looking last night, and I liked the look of whether I keep it or not. Probably won't. But this BMW M3 X-Drive competition touring, it's a bit high-powered, over-the-top, fast for me. But it comes with $5,000, so that'd be nice in a bank, wouldn't it? $5,000. Whilst I've got the BMW up for sale, but I'd probably enjoy it for a week or two first, and then get it up for sale. But there was nothing else there really interested me. So what did they put on there last night for next Monday then? A Lambo. Don't want a Lambo. It's 10 years old, but cash alternative out of £135,000. That'll do nicely. Porsche Cayman, tickets are 27 quid a piece, not interested. Ford Focus RS, not my cup of tea really, so no. I told you the idea of this. No. Looked at the Arteon R. That's practically a Volkswagen version of an RS6, isn't it? I think an 0 to 60 on this is about 4.5 seconds, 300 brake horsepower. So no. And the Land Rover Defender, no, I'm off Land Rovers at the moment. But I'm thinking of doing 3 tickets on this Lambo at £10.77 a throw. And I'm toying with the idea, this is why I was saying I might go all for it this week, I'm toying with the idea of 10 tickets on the camper. Because now it's crossing my mind that I'm actually looking around to buy one. I thought, let's just hang on another week and see if I can actually still win one. So I've bought tickets on Aspire comps as well for tomorrow night. I've got 5 tickets on the camper for tomorrow night, 5 tickets on next week's camper. I'm in another camper draw for Sunday. I'm going all out now, all out. There's no stopping me now. I'm going all out on campers for the next week or two. Or I'm just going to give in while I'm looking around, and I might spot a nice one and say, bugger it, I'm just going to buy one. But sod's law, I'll probably win one the day after. So that's where I am on Revcomps then. I might do 3 on a Lambo and 10 on the camper van. I don't know yet, but it sort of does rule out the others, because if I'm buying 13 tickets, I can't afford to play the others as well, can I? Don't think there was anything else. I think we've already covered Auto Trader, electric car giveaway. We'd have covered that a week or two ago. No, that's it, I think. Right, so let me know how you got on then, guys. Leave us a coordinate, and good luck. And my coffin held out. Superb.